Hey everyone, welcome back to PlaycrastiNation, population 380, and welcome back to the next episode of The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Today, guys, we need to celebrate. We actually had a fun and interesting run on the last one, thanks to the D4. As much as I was not super pumped about it at the beginning, it ended up... Hallelujah! Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. I don't know how that song goes beyond that, but that's the beginning. J6G6 VQ1S. So if you guys remember, we had Eden's Blessing, thanks to, again, the D4 on the last run. I'm not sure if the I'm not sure if Eden's Blessing is the reason we have Bumbo or the reason we have Polyphemus. I'm going to choose to believe it's the reason we have Polyphemus. And along with Polyphemus, of course, we have a 21 rate of fire. And look at that! As much as I hate my best friend, it actually gave us a Spirit Heart there. What a start. What a fantastic start. I don't even know what to say because I'm just happy, and I have not felt joy like this at the start of an Isaac run. Really even like... Actually, let's be honest, the start of last Isaac run was pretty dope, even though I messed it up. And you know what? I can't help but think... Bumbo, that's my coin. You know, I'm not a huge believer in karma or prophecy, or I don't know what you want to call it. I almost said manifest destiny. I'm pretty sure that's Americans trying to take over all of the continental United States. But so it's definitely not that. What's the, not, maybe just destiny in general, but perhaps not manifest, just regular destiny. Ouch. I would say that I'm not typically one to put a whole lot of faith in that. But you would have to say it is some level of karmic retribution that I had chocolate milk and death's touch at the beginning of last run. Why we got so many Mullabooms though? You have to agree it has to be some level of the way I said some there. Hold on. Please, man, I wish I was not too lazy to edit these. Go back and rewind the video to when I said that sentence. There has to be some, and listen to the exact way that I said some. It is, I am no, oh, doorstop means we can leave rooms at any time. Look at this. Oh, I don't want to be in here. And actually, I don't want to be in here, so I actually think I will leave, because I can very easily take damage on this room. So, let's finish it now that we've got them all lined up. They're all ready to come to the party. So, let's do this. Yeah, go back and rewind to when I said some, because I 100% will guarantee you that it's just somebody. Oh god, that second note was a little bit off, but I promise it was that. I don't know why my brain made that connection, but anyway. Now I've forgotten what I was gonna say because I became so focused on the word some. Oh, you have to think it's some sort of karmic retribution, some sort of, you know, you chose to take the D4, the spoon. I mean, we can't complain about any items we have. We have 21 rate of fire and 15 damage. It's pretty good. You have to believe in your heart of hearts that there's some sort of reason that the game would do that for us. And in my opinion, you know, maybe again, I'm reading into this a little bit too much. Honestly, I'm typically not like this. Like I said, I do not believe in, like fate or destiny or anything like that. You know, predetermined futures or karma. I mean, the logical solution to this is, well, it's random variance, and we just happen to strike a nice. Ooh, it's great. I should have used my best friend. The real answer is we just happen to get a nice bit of variance right after choosing to do these things, but I'm gonna connect them because it makes for a better storyline. And let's be honest, everybody's always looking for a storyline. Oh, that was bad, but we have a Spirit Heart to block it, so it's not a huge deal. We traded away a guaranteed win to use the D4 for a more interesting experience, and this is the game's way of rewarding me for it. So thank you, game. I know what you're doing. Thank you. So here's the question. Can we actually get my best friend to him? I didn't think so. I hate this version of the Haunt, by the way. Not a lot of fun, but we took him down no problem. Another speed upgrade. We're gonna be one of the fastest boys on the playground, and in here we get both Suck You Bus and empty Vassell, which I think are both fantastic items. I will be taking both of them. This is a good run. Go ahead and chalk that down if you were wondering, if like it was number, you know, true or false question on a test. Is this a good run? You would put true, because it is. Unfortunately, I didn't get the most optimal plays out of this guy, so we didn't get the best opportunity possible. Let's see if this is a full health pill. It is not. It is an Audio Wizard pill. And it stayed closed, so we're not going to get to play him anymore. Been to the item room, been to the shop. Any reason to continue exploring? Not that I can really think of. Thank you, Succubus. Not that I can really think of other than to, you know, maybe find a curse room, but, and there is in fact a curse room and I will visit it. This is the longest Are You a Wizard pill I've ever had, must say. You know, maybe, again, probably just being a little bit over dramatic, a little crazy here. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Okay, let's stop with the singing because it's getting a little old. I will check out the double key room. I will not reroll. Thank you so much for not even giving me the opportunity, because I probably would have. Because even though I say that I won't do things, I end up doing them. Bumbo, stealing all my monies. What are you doing, kid? Any tinted rocks in this room? Not that I can see. All right. Let's check very quickly for a secret room here. It is not there, so it must instead be here. We're still making decent time, even though I'm playing a little bit methodically. It is here. Let us blow this guy up. Bumbo's definitely gonna steal that nickel. Nope, my nickel, son. And let's go to the next floor. Okay, we are in a good situation. I am very happy. I do have to be honest. I was gonna lead this video with this story. Also, allow me to crack open my Dr. Pepper Cherry, which is actually diet because I'm watching in my waistline. I was gonna start this video with this storyline, but honestly got so excited from seeing Polyphemus, which I feel like we haven't seen in so many runs, that I just had to talk about that instead. This isn't super fun. Yeah, this isn't like super fun. We got very lucky there, thanks to Sack Dagger. Bumbo, thank you for the what? Bumbo, thank you for the key. Oh, we got Curse of the Just Kidding on this floor, and that's unfortunate. Actually, ended up making this room a little bit harder. Gosh, does Succubus feed off of our damage? Does it scale with our damage? I can't, ouch, it's not ideal. I can't remember. I think that it does, which is probably why it's chewing through these guys so quick. Bumbo, what you doing? You been collecting? Bumbo, you want this coin? I know you do, man. I know you do, man. I was gonna lead with the story. I pulled a Josh today, and I'm actually recording this video post Josh. Why is Succubus so strong though? I'm recording this video post Josh. What does that mean? Well, it's a phrase that my friends have coined. Obviously, my name is Josh, by the way, if you did not know. I gotta get rid of doorstop, I think, because I'm accidentally walking backwards out of rooms, which is something I can easily fix. It's Pisces. It doesn't, I forgot, it breaks the tier cap, but it's not like a tiers multiplier or anything, so the tiers upgrade we got from that actually isn't that great. We can probably take the Mr. Me 6 box, which I will forever call it, because that's what it was as a mod, and I guess copyright issues mean they can't do that, but I will forever remember it as Mr. Me 6 box. Hey, Mr. Me 6! I don't even watch that show, but I'm gonna remember it as such. Let's place this here, and we should maybe get a couple mushies. We do, and yes, I will take Liberty Cap. And now let's fight Pestilence, get ourselves a second orbital, and a second strong orbital as well. So, honestly, pretty good. I like orbitals quite a bit. I value them almost as much as, probably in some cases, more than stat upgrades. Certainly more than range and speed, which we've mostly gotten a lot of this run. So, I say thank you. I will check the curse room. Just because, I mean, we haven't really been taking that much damage, so I feel kind of safe. Also, probably should have not done that. Probably should have used the spacebar item instead after we went to the curse room, but it's okay. Don't worry. Yeah, let's go in here. All right, not a great curse room, obviously, but we're fine. I should have given that to Bumbo. Let's go to the next floor. Yeah, I pulled a Josh today, and what that is a phrase my friends coined. It's when you mess your sleep schedule up, or like you mess your entire day up, essentially, by laying down to take a nap a little bit earlier than... It's not about the earliness, it's about the length of the nap. I laid down at like 7:30, and I just started watching speed runs, which I've been really into lately. I have no idea why. I've been watching a ton of speed runs. But I sat down to watch some speed runs, and I accidentally fell asleep, and that sleep ended up lasting until, what time is it? Oh, it's 12:21 currently. I think I woke up about 11:34. So it's when you lay down for a nap and it ends up going way longer than it should have, and your whole day is pretty much jacked up. That's called pulling a Josh. So you're listening to me live post pulling a Josh, and oh god, and honestly, it's fine. Maybe I should start doing some post pulling a Josh runs from now on, because apparently the seeding of the game decides that you know, when you do that, you end up with a fantastic run. Store credits. Yes, I like free. I'm a fan of free. We have an arcade. Unfortunately, I can't see how much HP I have, but I think we can play this at least twice, which we may as well let Bumbo. We could probably play it a third time, but I'm not sure, so I don't want to push my luck, as it were. I don't want to push my luck if that ends up not being the case. Let's check for a secret room here. It is not there, so it must be here. It actually must be neither, so forget what I said. This is a very good room for my best friend whenever he's fully charged back up and ready to go. Which sounds like I'd be talking about a vibrator, but I promise that I'm not. And in fact, let's talk about something completely different, which is, yeah, I don't know. I like naps. What's the issue with that? This reminds me also, that, as I was talking about, like, my, okay, that was close. Almost took some damage there. Don't want to take this just yet. I'll take it. It's a tears. Why have you done this to me? What's this? The poopies? Brown nugget? We get flies? Honestly? Oh, it's not the good kind of flies, though. I think we're doing fine on consumables, so it actually doesn't bother me. A health upgrade is not bad. Yeah, we'll take this thing. I don't know if he scales based on our damage. If he does, he'll be pretty strong, but I don't think that he does. This kind of connects to me talking about, like, not believing in fate. Oh, I was stupid. Not believing in fate and stuff earlier, which is, I recently, this morning actually, took the Myers-Briggs personality test once again. I like taking it every now and again. Again, I don't put a ton of faith in the kind of stuff, but I like to just, you know, psychology is extremely interesting to me. I actually wanted to do psychology for the longest time, but, you know, not to say you shouldn't do something just because there's no money in it, but it was more about there's money to be made in psychology, but you gotta go to school for about 12 million years, and I don't really like school that much. I've never really been a school person. All right, unfortunately, store credit's gonna do nothing for us here. However, Bumbo is gonna love his life in this room and may actually transcend to his final form if we get very lucky. He did not. I shouldn't have picked up those coins. He's close, though. Secret room is gonna be here. We finally did it. We'll blow this guy up. If he drops a nickel, then Bumbo will never know. Will not ascend to final form. A judgment card. Keep that to the next floor. Come back and pick up Liberty Cap, and let's go fight our boss. What floor is it? Catacombs 2. We're making good time. I'll tell you what. We have a curse room as well. Honestly, I was hoping the secret room would be next to the curse room, but it obviously didn't work out like that. But anyway, yeah, I didn't do the psychology thing because a lot of time and honestly, you know, a lot of schooling would have to go into it, and I've just never been an education person. It's just not who I am, unfortunately. We get toothpicks, which is a tears up, which I appreciate, down to a 14 tier stat. Yeah, this is all good. Again, I really, really wish. I'm gonna pop a judgment card, and I'm actually glad it's this form because I would love to get an HP upgrade so that I can at least play this demon judgment a few times. Obviously, we want pentagram. It is an HP upgrade, so I think we can play him twice. We could probably play him, which if you do a red is 4 times. I'm gonna go one more time just to see. And please pay out, please pay out. I was not rewarded for my actions. It's okay. Take pentagram. Pop this. It's a balls of steel pill, which makes me comfortable playing this 4 more times. Because we probably just gave up a spirit heart. Yes, and we get a spirit heart back. Okay. It's okay. Basic page 2 is not great, but it's fine. And we're at an 18 tier stat, by the way, which is pretty good considering our 28 damage. Yeah, this is nuts. And by nuts, I mean just generally good. And I'm a happy boy. Anyway, psychology, Myers-Briggs stuff. I took my Myers-Briggs personality test, and I freaking changed again. And the last time, every time I take the Myers-Briggs personality test and I change, I have a small identity crisis, which is probably an overreaction, but you know what? Allow me to overreact. I was the same personality type for, when was I first introduced to Myers-Briggs? Probably sometime in high school. I think probably my junior year is when I took my AP psychology class, and that's when we first took the Myers-Briggs personality test. Or maybe we took it in a business class earlier than that. I honestly cannot remember. Doesn't really matter for the purposes of the story. Man, these red chests have not been great for us. Still not great for us. Doesn't really matter for the purposes of the story. All you need to know is I originally took the Myers-Briggs test when I was in like probably junior year of high school. And when I took it, I was an INTJ. And I was proud of my INTJ-ness. Hate this. I was straight up proud of my INTJ heritage. I repped it proudly. I had a I'm proud to be an INTJ shirt. I'm kidding, I did not have one of those. Though I believe I was targeted for it, which is weird because like I do advertising on Facebook and stuff, and I'm like, how did you find out that I'm an INTJ? That's pretty nuts. They probably buy it from those websites. Never mind. I'm just thinking too much about it now. That's not the point of the story either. I get caught on so many random tangents, and I apologize. Item room. It's blood rights, which is pretty much useless for me, so I'm just gonna go. I was an INTJ, and then up until my sophomore year, it's probably like late freshman, early sophomore year, and like this is probably to be expected because I did change quite a bit when I went to college. I suddenly went from INTJ to INTP, and I was like, what is happening? Why am I a new human? It's okay though. I didn't take it too much to heart. I did. Now, when we took these, we were like studying for a final. So don't get me wrong. It was like 3 in the morning and I was already sleep deprived and like probably a bit delusional. But I definitely freaked out when I first took it and thought that I was, you know, a changed man and a changed human being. But after that, I was like, you know, it's no big deal. The difference from J to P, I just went from the architect to the logician, I think is the name of the titles. But I took it again today, this morning at work instead of working. I pretty much find any excuse that I can to not work. No offense, but to my employers. But you know, it technically wasn't my idea. My boss's wife was the one who was like, "I took my Myers-Briggs test today. You should take yours." And I'm like, "Oh, what if I have to? You know, I could just do this Facebook data stuff, but no. Let me test my Myers-Briggs personality type." So I did that instead, and I changed again to ENTP. So I went from INTJ to INTP to ENTP. That's like a 50-50 swap. I swapped 2 of the characteristics. Glitter bombs. Boom, 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 boom. We got no money, so I don't really see a whole lot of reason to go into the shop. Yeah, I swapped 2 letters. It's nuts. And honestly, I don't know if I agree with this assessment of the ENTP because I get a little bit confused on the whole introvert versus extrovert thing because like I believe it means something in a different context because like in normal human English, introvert versus extrovert means like do you I think at a base level, most people consider it to be something along the lines of like, are you a shy person or are you outgoing? In which case, I would suggest I'm a relatively shy boy. Not very outgoing, not a huge fan at parties, not a huge fan of crowds. Like I'll go to concerts and stuff, but I really hate that I'm stuck in the middle of a group of people. But like with a close group of friends, I'm extremely sociable and outgoing. And excuse me, you've placed a palm in front of me, Bumbo. Can't help but feel like you're trying to sabotage me. And then it's a sabotage. Anyway, hate this room, by the way. Okay. Are we ready for this fight? It's mom fight time. It's mom fight time! Yeah, I guess we're ready. It's like the first time we're actually gonna get to see Boss Rush in the longest of boys, so I'm just kinda shocked by it. Man, we haven't done a mom fight without taking damage in honestly the longest time, and it's embarrassing. We do have a deal with the devil here. Let's look at it. It's Krampus. Hello, I'm going to take damage. I did not take damage. Thankfully, he went to X lasers. And yeah, let's take Krampus's head. And let's also see what we have in here. I doubt we're gonna want, yeah, we do not want either of those. So, first time we've made it, and it didn't unfortunately give anything that is worth our time. Those glitter bombs are so tiny. Let's head down to the next floor. But yeah, in the Myers-Briggs sense of introvert versus extrovert, I believe it means where you get your energy from. I had somebody explain this to me. I believe it means where you get your energy from. So for example, if you're an introvert, then you like prefer to be alone. You get a lot of, you like de-stress by being alone, which is true to a point. Whereas an extrovert gets energy from being with people and like needs people to feel good, and that's also true. So that's the thing, is like I've always been like, they give you your percentage. It's not like if you're an INTJ, it's not like you're 100% I, 100% N, 100% T, 100% J. They give you percentages, and honestly, even though the J and the P were the first to change, those changed. That was like a pretty significant change. The difference between the extrovert and introvert for me has always been pretty close, so it makes sense. Like I do, like if I am stuck by myself, like if I don't see, there was like a time period when my coworkers and my boss went to China, and I just came to work every day and sat in a room by myself, just literally just sitting there by myself, and I was like so just like depressed for like 2 weeks straight because I just didn't have any human interaction. And you need human, as cynical as I am about human beings, you need human interaction. It's very important. At least, again, because I'm partially extroverted, so that makes sense. But there's also the introverted side of me that if I go to like a bar or something, a crowded bar or a concert, or I don't really go to parties because I hate them so much, but if I happen to end up in one of those settings, I have to be alone for like 3 hours later that night just to process what has happened, because too much social interaction freaks me out. So I'm definitely like 50-50, somewhere in the middle. And the problem is they give you these like descriptions. Please stop. Please cease. They give you these like descriptions of what each of the types is, and you know, like you read them and you like read into them a little bit too much, and so like I honestly feel like somebody's watching me. What is this trash? Double dangle? Double dangle. Have I ever seen this fight? I probably have, and I'm just forgetting. You read the descriptions, and I think to a point, part of it is probably you're reading into them and you're like, which of these would I rather be? Like, you're probably not reading them. It's better to have somebody else analyze them for you, and like that knows you, and say, yes, this is more you. Because like you read ones and you know, it's got strengths and weaknesses, and I'm reading INTP and it's like, oh, you're a great person, you're so intelligent, and I'm like, I kind of like that. And then I read ENTP, and it's like, you're kind of arrogant and stubborn, and I'm like, excuse me, no I'm not. Which kind of maybe just proves the point. Infamy, hello. But I think part of it is you kind of read the descriptions and you kind of pick what you want to be. So, you know, again, I don't know how much faith I actually put in them, and is this gonna like, it's not like I'm gonna take my Myers-Briggs personality test and like, it tells you like what kind of work suits you, and it's like, oh, if you're an ENTP, which it says I now am, you should really be working as a lawyer. I'm going to law school. You know, it's not like I'm about to go do that. It's just interesting. You should take it if you haven't taken your Myers-Briggs before. I'm a pretty big fan of it. I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So I would recommend giving it a look and seeing where you hash out no matter. You can leave your 4-letter Myers-Briggs personality type in the comments below, and we'll have some conversations, unless you're an ESFJ. If you're an ESFJ, get the heck out of here. I don't want to talk to you. I'm kidding. I don't know what that is, and it's honestly pretty close to my personality type, so I probably can't be too upset. I think, is ESFJ the entertainer? Or is that ESFP? I don't remember. I don't have these things. It's not like I freaking majored in these, so I don't have them memorized. But I have taken it enough times to be, excuse me, Bumbo, please do not put bombs next to me. You can place bombos next to the moms, place bombos, I love it. You can place bombs next to the mom's heart if you would like, but do not place them next to me. No deal with the devil, that's okay. Let's head up to our cathedral. I know we haven't fought the Hush in a while, and I know you'd be thinking like, 22 minutes to the cathedral, a Yera rune. You'd be like, this is a pretty good time to fight the Hush. I actually don't think our DPS is that fantastic. Like, obviously, when we're standing in this boy, 28 damage, 18 rate of fire, pretty sick. But really, like, because, and just kind of how Polyphemus works, we're really strong on an individual enemy basis, but a large tanky boss with boss armor like him, I think would take a very long time. So I don't think it's worth doing. I think we'd mostly just be sitting around for longer than anyone's willing to listen to me talk. So I didn't do it. But I promise, like, if we keep getting good runs like this, which, you know, they had to happen eventually, and now I'm really into it. It's like sad. I was actually like looking at, spoiler alert, like kind of letting into my life here, but I was looking at potentially finding a replacement series for this. I'm actually in contact, thanks to my good friend SideQuest, with a developer of an indie game, and potentially looking at getting a code of sorts to try to play. It's a roguelite. I think it's been out for like a year, so it's not like brand new or anything, but it would be something similar to Isaac that maybe, you know, we could try on the channel for a bit. And I was looking at replacing it sooner rather than later, but the game must have known that it was, you know, on the way out. So much like the girlfriend who realizes you're tired of her shenanigans, you know, she's trying to, you know, you got a girlfriend that, you know, maybe like, I don't know, what's something, you know, maybe, I can't think of a very good example. I can't think of a good example. Maybe like, she's a little bit messy. You got a girlfriend that you're living together, you got a girlfriend that's messy, and you're just getting a little bit tired of the messes. You're like, come on, man. And so like as you're about to, not that because someone's messy is a great reason to break up with them, so maybe not a great example. But you know, you're getting a little bit tired of the mess, but they can sense that you're about done, and so like in the last month they've been like the cleanest they've ever been. It's because they know they're on their way out. Anyway, Isaac probably got the feeling it knew it was on its way out, so now it's something like, wait, look how much fun we used to have. Look at all these runs. And I don't really care about emotion, Isaac, so it's not gonna work on me. You need to show me it's gonna be worth it in the long term. Anyway, we're getting a little too deep here, so let's just fight Isaac instead. And that was a nice use of Krampus's head there, I must say. Hello, Bumbo, look at you go, just chewing him up. Chewing him up, spitting him out. Hey, la la la. Probably wasn't a great use there, and I should probably be careful. We're not invincible, by the way. Although I feel invincible. We do have the Yera rune though, so you would imagine we're gonna get something dope in these 8 chests here. Let's get something that just sends our damage to the next level. I am ready. Press the Q button. I have doubled them. Let's double them. Not bad, not bad. Bad. Oh, we're pretty good, actually. It's not. It's the D100. It's the Judas's shadow. So I kind of want to come back first as Judas just to see. Judas, no. I kind of want to come back as Judas first just to see how nuts the damage would be. Because like right now we're at 31 at times, which is that's pretty good. Like we're definitely killing things now. If we use spacebar, we'll get rid of Judas's shadow, which is kind of a shame. Let's do it. Let's see what we can do. Okay, we got an epic fetus run. It's an epic fetus. Why is it such low damage? It's an epic fetus technology run. Which may be good, maybe bad. We also have, oh, it's Tech X. It's not technology, because that's a shame that we're gonna lose Tech X because it got overwritten by that, but that's okay. We also got, it appears we have Guppy's collar. We have a Pokego, I suppose, is why a charmed Pooter just appeared. We gotta be a little careful here. This is actually kind of a weak epic fetus run, all things considered. We have the 7 harbingers of the whatever. Yeah, I'm looking to re-roll this. Battery charge, please. We did receive a battery charge. Huge growth, become immense. I'm looking to re-roll this. Now we have 50 damage. Oh, please, nope. Get me out of this run. Get me out of this run. No, I need out of this run. You don't understand. I need out of this run. I need out of this run. We're going to die. Help. I need to complete 6 rooms as fast as humanly possible. Come on, man. Come on. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You better stop it. You must cease and desist. You must instantly cease and desist. You must stop. I can't. I have died. I lost. I lost. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? All right, Isaac. You made your choice. Isaac's done. We're done with Isaac. You give it your heart, and just when it starts to creep back in, it pulls shenanigans like this. Let's break down what we had there. I was so freaked out I didn't even look at what we actually had. So we had that annoying water balloon tears. I can't remember the name of it. It's like lymph. It's a bunch of letters I can't pronounce together in tandem, which essentially is like a cricket's body. We also had, obviously, Ipecac, which was causing all of our tears to be explosive. We obviously did not have immunity to explosions. And unfortunately, we had marked, which means I couldn't control my rate of fire. It was constantly firing. So the D4 saved us. It didn't save us on the last run, but it, was the crux of the last run. The D100 is the reason we failed this run. It's, you live by the randomness, you die by the randomness. Sometimes you're gonna get runs like this, and unfortunately, I couldn't clear out. I just had to clear out 6 rooms fast enough, and unfortunately, we just drew the wrong straws, essentially. It sucks, I'm not gonna lie, but, yeah, Isaac, like I said, you tried to creep back into my heart, and, I can see you're the same lying, conniving, evil game you've always been. Now, that doesn't necessarily... I said we're done. I don't necessarily know if we're done. Although, like I said, I wasn't kidding when I said I was talking to somebody about potentially getting a thing for a new series, and honestly, I feel like the YouTube channel might need a little bit of a revamp, so maybe we'll do something instead of Isaac starting on next Tuesday, Thursday. I don't know. You'll have to check back next Tuesday to find out. But that's our win streak gone, so that's unfortunate. Leave some suggestions down below, just in case we do continue doing Isaac, of what you want to see us do next. I've heard some people asking for some daily challenges. I have not done a ton of those or done them in a while, so I'd have to relearn. I don't know, though. I think I may move Isaac over to Twitch, and maybe we'll start a new game on YouTube. I don't know. I hate to let the D100 determine my future like that, but unfortunately it kind of has. Anyway, we're talking out loud and we shouldn't be. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you subscribe to become a citizen of PlaycrastiNation today. And if you know anyone that you think would be a great Playcrastinator, go ahead and send them a by because we'd love to have them. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Or not.